Hey everyone, back to the chess video. Today we're going to be doing some puzzles on chess.com. So talking my way through it, talking my thought process through. First puzzle, rook and queen are a bit separated. Forcing moves, I see a check I can give. The only way he can block it is bringing his queen back, but my rook protects, so he's not going to want to do that. So I can give a check. King goes a7. I can bring my rook up, threatening mate. And if I do that, this rook has 2 checks he can give me in the interim. This check here, I can bring my king here. Queen can give me a check, but then I can just take the rook, and I think I can kind of weasel my king out of there. This check, if I go there, it's just mate. So I go king f2. Oh, give me a check here, but then I just take the rook. Even if you give me a check, I still think I can kind of weasel my king out of there. This looks like a promising move. King a7. There's no coming back for another check and capturing the rook since that square is defended. There is no like pinning the rook or anything. I think this might be the best move. I don't see anything else. So as you're looking at a puzzle, forcing moves first, because typically it's going to be a tactic. There are puzzles that are purely looking for like a defensive move or like the only move that doesn't lose. But typically for these, it's going to be attacking ideas and typical like pins, skewers, things like that. Thinking queen here is the move. Okay. Go forward with our rook idea. King here takes. See if I should. If I go there, give me a check. Here, check. There, check. I feel like I can just kind of like wiggle my way over here. Okay. All right. Good start. All right. This next puzzle. Queen's getting attacked. I have vision on this rook, this queen. This bishop looks pretty good. So what I'm seeing is this bishop and this queen would be able to have a little mating construction if this rook wasn't here. I could take here. So my next thought was, how can I remove, maybe like remove the defender of that mating square? So if I takes, check, blocks with the rook, I take, you block with this rook, I take, you block with the queen, I take, king there, rook h1 mate. If I take with check, no way you can capture my queen back with anything but the king. You can't escape that check. Take. Another check here. There's no like in-between move that can't just get captured by that rook. So I think that's the sequence. I think it's captures, check. Again, this is just kind of looking at forcing moves. So I'm getting attacked, but I evaluate my side of the board, my pieces, and what attacking ideas I have. I see this bishop is very strong. And if I could just get something over to that side, my queen or rook, I could have a mating construction. So how do I do that? I remove the only defender, and then I see this other rook can come in and deliver a mate as long as nothing can block it, and it doesn't look like anything can. We go here, all the way through. All right, we continue on. All right, my king is about to get just blown apart pretty good. There's all these white pieces ready to pounce. But this king is very, very weak. All right, so let's think. I can give a check. Go there. I go there. You take. And give a check. There. And it's kind of fizzles out. If I give a check first, go there. And give a check. Take it. Give this check, but it gets taken. Check. There. That gets taken there. Check. There. Check. Capture. Then where? Maybe my queen comes back. Block. I go here. Goes there. Gotta be. This seems like some type of mating idea, but check. Check. There. Check. Takes. Give this check. And I'm all right. I feel like I'm just getting. I kind of see a lot of different options, but let's think through them. Queen G4. Go there. Check. That's mate, so no. Or you have to go there. If gotta be forcing moves, because otherwise this queen's coming in and I'm toast. Here, there. Check. Take. There. No. Check. There. Check. There. Check. There. Check with a pawn. Takes queen here. King there. I'm just not. Check there. Check. Takes. Check there. Check there. Check there. 8. Takes. Queen here. King here. Give a check here. Go there. Give this check. There. This has got to be less complicated than I'm making it out to be. Check. Try this. Check. There. Check. Wait. Check. There. Check. So you take. I really feel like this is probably my best option. there. There, king there. There, there. Back there. Go there. Is gonna throw me for a loop. There. 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 Check. Takes. Here. There. I gotta be just missing something so obvious. Check. Takes. There. Check. There. Then oh, maybe I go queen there. Now. I am not seeing this one. I mean, any other checks like this, king there, queen takes, takes. Not seeing that. This check, just bishop takes. I really feel like queen g4 is the move, but I'm just not seeing what happens at the complete end of that line. But let's just that move. Okay. All right, so this is where I went wrong here. Maybe it is this check. Okay. I did not see that. That was a tough one to get through to the end. I did not think through all of the moves on that one. That was a tough one. All right. Bishop staring at this pawn. Queens. Bishop staring at this knight. I could take. Support my pawn, but that doesn't seem right. Takes. Oh, takes. Some way that I could like fork those two. Pop my knight there. Push. I push. Take no. All right. And I could just support that pawn. That doesn't seem. Here. Back. Here. That's probably what I would play in a real game. So maybe I'm missing. I gotta be missing a tactic. Hmm. They're missing. Oh wait, I think I see it. Takes. Takes. Bishop d4, double attack knight, and that pawn, the rook is trapped. That took a little bit for that to click in my head. All right, so I was looking at forcing moves. First being queen trade, because there's defensive moves I could play, but I didn't think a puzzle would have that as the solution on this one. So takes, bishop here. Not really like any checks you can give me that I can't just recapture. Go here, here. Then I get a free piece. Take that pawn, but that's fine. And bishop. Can I just back? Yeah, okay. All right. Good puzzle. Okay. Rook kind of trapped. Bishop staring at each other. This knight protects this pawn. I can attack the rook. Attack the exchange. I think the idea here is trade the bishops first. You're trading with check, and then you're trapping the rook. What I think. And then it'll be 1, 2, 4. You'll be up a pawn. You have this check I can give. Check. There. Takes. Takes. If I take, then I don't have that check anymore. Check. You have to take. I can take here. And then your rook comes out. Maybe there's a way that I can still win it. Let's think. Takes. I mean, I'm not takes. Check. Because maybe I don't have to exchange anything for the rook. You have to take. Take the bishop. Your rook gets out. And then rook and bishop versus 1, 2, 3 minor pieces. And even pawns versus takes. Here. I think this is the move first. Check. Takes. And so, see if I can analyze this quick. Because I'm wondering why, after this check, why exchange the rooks? Why not just like try to get the rook out of there? See if my analysis will load pretty quick. Like, why not try to evacuate the rook? Load. Oh. There. Takes. Here. Here. Say like rook there. All right. So, because you can give like jack. Oh, maybe you end up like losing it. Knight d5 check. Oh, and like all of these are cut off. They're like king 3. Bishop c. say like you just try to get that queen, that pawn out of there. Check. There. Oh, okay. So I think you are losing the rook. All right. There. Okay. All right. So this is a pattern you need to know. If this queen was here on D7 on D8, then the solution would be takes, takes, check, and takes. But with the queen there, that changes things a little bit. I can take, try kicking the queen out. Queen goes there. Give a check. Goes there. Oh, then I have that check. So this is going off of my knowledge of kind of prior pattern recognition or similar pattern recognition. So what I'm thinking is it's going to be something like takes, takes, but then you need to have some type of intermezzo to get this queen out of here. So maybe like knight there, queen goes there. I think I still give a check, and then king there. Let's think. Then takes, takes. I'm sorry. Takes, takes. Knight there. Queen there. Check. King there. And if this check I can give goes like there. Here. Takes. Knight move there. There. Check. There. And I can't just like desperado for that pawn. Then queen takes. I take. And then one a pawn. Maybe the intermezzo. Maybe it's not that. Maybe something else. I really think it's takes, takes. Any other move? Intermezzo here. Queen there. Maybe there's like a tactic I'm missing. Queen check. King there. Check. Queen there. That's not good. Knight move there. There. Check. Here. And queen e6. Still supporting the knight and moving out of the way of my e5 knight. Also counterattacking my knight. Check. 8. 8. Check. Here. Back there. Okay, so I think that's it. Takes. Oh, it doesn't even keep going. Okay. All right, good stuff. Puzzle. Okay. I see some back rank ideas. This bishop is loose. Queen staring there. Knight might be coming in with some ideas. I could take and then I don't even know. Vote. Takes. Cannot go there. Takes. There's no back rank. Takes. Desperado. I don't see. I feel like I might be overthinking this. I don't see why I can't just take that free bishop. There's got to be something I'm missing. Takes. There's not. There's not. Knight move. I just take knight here. I care. Back, or at least vote. Try this. Submit. Oh, am I supposed to promote it? Yeah. That was silly. Okay. All right. Good puzzle. Okay. The light sword bishop in the center is pretty loose. This pawn is pretty loose. My rook is staring at it, and my rooks are connected. I mean, first thought is this is only protected by one defender, and that bishop is on the same diagonal as the king, which is now opened up. I have a light squared bishop, which can exploit that. So I'm thinking takes, bishop pin. This knight can't hop in to defend it. If the rook swings over, I just bring this rook to the party, then there's really nothing that black can do. Takes, pin. Rook d8, rook d1, and there's no other defenders that can kind of come to the party. I think that's it. Takes, in here. I just take. On moves, I just move that way. All right. All right. Do a couple more. So here I see 2-on-2 on the queen side, 2-on-1 on the king side, but I have a central passed pawn. All right. Gonna have to try to my best to calculate this one out. So I see this king can infiltrate here and stop my pawn. So maybe if I enter opposition with this king, you push, I take, you bring your king here to try to open this up. Maybe that's the idea. I go here, you push, I take, I push here, you push, 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 and I am promoting with check. I go here, you go here. I think I still just push, take. Yeah. So I think the idea here is to try to shoulder this king, the white king, away by entering opposition. And when you do that, you cut off its only route to your passed pawn. And I believe black wins the pawn race due to ours promoting with check. And being able to capture the A5, the A pawn, with check. All right, and then just push, push, and this I'm ahead too. Okay, all right, that was a good puzzle. All right, so not looking good for black. Queen stares at this knight, also staring at this rook. I can take, so you take with this bishop. I can go there, but then that pawn is just coming through. Also staring at this knight. That is a strong queen. Strong queen. Knight can here. If I push, just take, and this is might not be so good for white. So my first thoughts are forcing moves. So checks, captures, attacks. No real checks that I can give right now. If that light squared bishop wasn't there, maybe I can do like pawn push, takes, fork, but that doesn't seem to be the case right now. I do have this takes. Maybe I just move my rook here. Then you take, and my queen is trapped. Here, take, and it's taken with check even. So maybe I don't take the knight to start. I don't take the knight to start. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That was a mistake. That was a misclick. Oh, that ruins our streak. I could take here, push, here, take to defend that knight. That's I'm not just looking for the pawn. I'm looking to defend the knight. I take recapture. Maybe I take first. I take here. You push. I capture. I take. Capture. Take here. And you can't just capture the queen. Knight defends. Maybe you capture. I capture back with the knight. My main idea is, how do I stop this pawn from coming here? Can I dislodge this queen? And can I dislodge this bishop? So I already went through some checks. I don't have a check I can give that does anything. I have a couple captures I can do. And it's kind of process of elimination of those. And I don't have any really attacks I can do on any pieces because queen just takes with check. I don't think this is a defending puzzle because if I put my bishop here, knight's still going to be coming in here, and it doesn't help me. I think it's going to be takes. I'm sorry, takes, knight takes e4, probably bishop takes, knight takes. And if takes, on here, I just recapture the bishop. I think that's going to be this. Oh, I did not see that one coming. I just capture, then boom. All right. 2190. So that was a good puzzle to end on. We had, I think, one endgame puzzle, but a bunch of tactics. And I think this was a good mix. So if you like these videos, subscribe, throw me a comment, a like. Any questions or comments, just leave them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. I do have a series on puzzle analysis, puzzle solving. So if you like these types of videos, check out my other puzzle videos. I'm going to be releasing a game analysis video pretty soon, but I'll see you guys in the next one.